morning, day 4. Cape Wrath Trail. It's been raining again in the night. Let's see what it looks like out there. Oh. Okay, cloudy. It's time to get up. The wake up noise. The cold hard ground. There's no going back now. It's 7 o'clock in the morning. Time to pack up. I reckon if we get on the way by 9, that'll be good.
About a 6-hour walk today, she said, didn't she?
Yeah, 6 hours to Sourlies, and then we might go a bit beyond, or we might stay there. We'll see when we get there, see how we feel. This is where we've woken up, Chuil Bothy. A couple of our fellow hikers camping there. A little tent, Bothy. Let's go in and have a quick look. I think I've got a coffee waiting for me. Yay! There's other people sleeping in it. So.
Still tasty though. And chips.
Yeah. That's one. Yeah, they always stick on that thing. That's the one. I need some. Yes, so. Oh my god. You have to crush him. It didn't pop. Is that a snoring person? Yeah. Oh. Okay. Killed it. Wow, fair play to you. And that is tick removal. Dutch style. Dutch style. We had a good night's sleep at Chuil Bothy. Slept for about 7 hours straight. It again for the 3rd night in a row rained all night long.
Yeah.
And now we're heading to Sourlies Bothy. We'll see what it's like when we get there for time. We saw some deer this morning drinking by the river. It's quite a nice bothy at Chuil Bothy. I'd recommend it. We met some Dutch guys who are really cool. So the path into the woods is quite good. It's very good.
So we've set off from a Chuil Bothy and come up to the forest here along the River Desiree. We've got to this little point here and there's a bridge that crosses over or a way around, but if you go round you've got to make your own way across the river. So we're going to cross the bridge and take this path up here.
So not that way, but yes to this way. It looks a bit like it's probably going to get more boggy and a bit more marshy than that. So we're going to take the right path here, go to the top and then go left. It's a good climb up this path and it is fairly marshy. And if this is the better option for marsh, we'll never know what the path through the woods is like. When we got to the top, we've got to go left up there through Fern Britain. Up through the bog. Yeah, you're right, it's a good wind. Oof. Smash in. If I had long hair, it would be flowing behind me now.
I have got long hair, but I'm not letting it out to flow behind me.
The boggy high path meets the boggy through the woods path. Can't tell you what going through the woods was like, but going high was nice. It was good, manageable, not too difficult at all. Squelchy, marshy and a bit boggy, but nothing really more than ankle deep, and you could always find a way around. And now we've got to go this way. It's got hot. So it's time to debag, take some stuff off and get a chocolate bar in me, protein bar. Oh, there we are, it's massive, brilliant.
Make a mountain out of a molehill.
No, it's tricky, isn't it?
It was tricky.
We've walked a long time to see Loch and a Mime, but everything is fine now we're at Loch and a Mime. Loch and a Mime, you're a beautiful sign of how time flies when you're on your way to the Bothy at Sourlies. This is at the end of Loch and a Mime, and it turns into an unpronounceable river. You gonna have a go?
Finnis cake.
Cool.
Finnis cake.
The cloud is coming over the top of that Munro there. Lovely. We're climbing up. So that's Sourlies, I hope, over there. And we're gonna mooch down here a ways and around there. The way we've chosen to come is a little bit tricky. I think the best way to do it is on your bum like Lisa. And it's raining, so these rocks are super slippy. Nice one, Lisa, that looks good style. That's exactly how I'm going to do it.
I'm not going to slip like this.
No, and then there's a path just there, so you'll be alright. Wicked. Oh. Ah, my turn. One thing shouting advice and encouragement, now I've got to do it. Well, I think that the logic here is, if I'm filming myself do it, it can't be that bad. There you can see the tide out. Right, Sourlies Bothy. Let's get our first impressions.
off out here in case it's going to keep a bit shade. I'm going to go in and sit down and I've got ticks on me.
There's a nice platform there for sleeping on. It's quite tidy. One, two, what do you reckon? 3, 4, 5. You could get 6. Hello, mate.
Yeah, 1, 2, 3, 4 in there. 7 at least.
Oh god, bunks up there.
Goes down there a bit.
Right, and it looks like if we stay here, we'll pitch out the front here. I don't think the water comes in this far. Here's where we should pitch if we're going to stay here. Hello. We have a pitch in front of the Bothy at Sourlies. Nice flat piece of ground. The tide has come in, so I'm going to go dip my feet because they are stinking. So this is Loch Nevis. Oh, right, let's see how cold Loch Nevis, you are cold. Let's have me a little paddle. Oof. Right.
So day 4, waking up at a Chuil Bothy. Had breakfast here, and then we had a choice of going across here to this path where there's a little bridge here, but we didn't. We ended up coming into the woods, and the path in the woods was really lovely. We thought it was going to be really boggy, and it wasn't. But then instead of carrying on through the woods, we took a right, and this was up. Oh, and there's some lovely waterfalls up here. Go this way. And then we carried on the path around the woods. This was really steep, really boggy, all the way down here. Well, there were some parts which were stony, and although it was wet, you could, hop along the stones quite easily, which was nice. Gorgeous views around here when you got to the top, looking over towards Sourlies. Oh my gosh, it was just beautiful. And then eventually, 6 hours and something later, got to Sourlies Bothy, where we pitched up just outside, looking out onto the bay. It's gorgeous.
Morning, little froggy. This is day 5. We've woken, it's been tipping it down with rain all night long. And it's just stopped. It's about 7 AM. It's a good time to start packing up, and hopefully this will clear. We'll try and get a weather report off the GPS. Right. Good morning, Scotland. And we need to turn this bomb site, which is mostly mine, into 2 rucksacks, tidy, wearable and goable. A few more things to go in, but I think we've done it. Well, we were the first to arrive here, and now we're the last to leave. What time is it? Just gone 10 o'clock, our usual time for setting off. And the tide is in, so we have to go up and over that way. That's where we were. It's starting to look like we could have made it around the down path there, even though the tide's in. But it's good up here, good views. This is our sludgy way. It's a little bit hairy. I'm going really slow and careful, but this narrow sludgy path is not good for my fear of heights. Or maybe it is. Maybe I'm getting better with heights. But I will certainly be glad to get down off this teeny tiny path. Oof. Well, coming over that, if you haven't got a head for heights, or even if you have, you could slip and you could die. I can't lie. But people run this, that's what I'm telling myself. People run this. I don't know, it's the worst of it over anyway. Just went really, really slowly and carefully. You can see our Polish friends in the distance. We've all survived it. Right, let's get on with this. Barisdale Bay, hopefully, here we come. So now we're navigating these crevices. We're on a good bit at the moment. We're motoring. So this is cool. We've made our way to the river. Keep the river on your left and there's a path. That's so nice. Made it across. Took forever. We're at Kinloch Bridge. It's taken us an hour and a half to get here.
Yes, through marshy land, and we've got some more marshy land to go. Just here to the base of the mountain, and then we're going to go through the Beelach up to the little bit here that is a bit like Lord of the Rings, which we'll show you when we get there.
How is this ever a path? Who first did it? How many people have done it? How do you know it's a path? Oof. Right.
Oh my god.
Pretty hairy. How long has it taken us to get here from Shiel Bothy?
5 hours. Set up at 10.
Well, it's 3 now, is it?
Yeah.
Wow, 5 hours. Cool. Hey, well done.
Yay. Oh, it's tricky.
Gonna stop here and have a lunch. Yeah, baby. Oh, heaven. The size of that rock. So we've come to a point where the river goes off to the right and we have to go up there, which I don't know how steep that looks on the camera, but I'm a little bit worried. But we're going to try and get up there, and if it goes wrong we'll come back down and have a think. Right, I may not film this bit because it does look tricky. We've reached a flat bit. You can't see it now, but it feels vertical. Climbing vertical steps. And now we've got to go there somewhere.
Yeah.
Okay. Wow, just wow. That's a little bit up. Pretty sure we're at the top. Woohoo! That's our descent. We have to cross this river. Hey, wonderful. Cross this river and then down into Barisdale. That's where we've come down from. Somebody's nice house once upon a time. This is the White House, it's private. It's not the Bothy. That is a welcome sight.
Hello.
Oh, hello.
Hi.
I've got a bathroom, kitchen.
Yeah.
Nice. Hi.
Hello.
Hi.
Let me have a look around. So that's... Oh, sorry for being nosy. Oh, hello. We've got a tent, so we're going to pitch up outside, but I'm just going to show my friends what
My tent as well, but
it looks like. Is there anything in this room? Oh. Oh, there's another room here. Plenty of space. Okay. And what's in here? Oh my days, it's been a while since I've seen one of them. This is Barisdale Bay, and this is the end of stage 3 of the Cape Raft Trail. Start of stage 4 as well. So when we wake up tomorrow, we'll be starting stage 4. This is our 5th day of camping, hiking. This will be our 5th camp tonight. We're camped outside the Bothy at Barisdale. There's a £5 honesty box, so we'll chuck a couple of fivers in there tomorrow morning, and we can use Lecky to charge things up. We're in there now just cooking our dinner, had a hot chocolate. That's our little pitch for the night. I'm hoping to get my bed set up and just lie in bed and look out the doors at that mountain view.
Waking up this morning at Sourlies, we had to traverse this bit, which was really difficult because the tide was in, so you have to clamber over. It was really difficult. This bit here is all marshy. All this bit here is marshy, 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 and takes a long time. Well, it took us a long time. Coming down here, so we're on this side, following this river, and eventually we get to this bit here, which is, you'd think is really lush and green, and it is really lush and green, but coming up the side of here is like rock climbing and if you fall you're in the river, so it was quite tricky. And then loads more marsh, 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 marsh. And then we got to this little bit here where you had to take a really steep incline up. People had carved out a path, which was nice, but it was boggy and tricky and steep. And we thought we were at the top around here, and we weren't. We saw a deer about here and almost followed the deer. But realised that wasn't the way and came back down and then carried on climbing up, 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 up to about the top. And then this was really lovely because this was just coming down and it was a brilliant path. We crossed the ford with no problem whatsoever and walked all the way along down here. Great path, zigzagged round here and then into Barisdale where we camped for the night. And it's a brilliant bothy. You've got, it's £5 to stay here, but you've got 2 rooms, about 6 beds, lovely kitchenette, and an actual outside campsite. 2 loos, 1 inside, 1 outside. Brilliant.
Where was the Lord of the Rings bit you told us all about?
Oh, that was here. So just before the ruin, there's a little bit at the edge of this forest, not the beginning, the middle, but at the edge. After you've clambered over all the terrain, you come to a really nice place. There's some stones all ready to camp. Yeah, and that's lovely.
Sure. We've woken up at Barisdale Bothy. That's our tent pitched behind us. We've done 5 days hiking. Barisdale Bay is the start of stage 4. So today we're going to do another short day and we're just going to go to Kinloch Hourn, where we're going to pitch up there. We're hanging out at the Bothy in Barisdale. There's only one plug and we've determined to charge everything up before we leave. There is a £5 honesty box. That's us walking away from Barisdale Bothy, and we're going to walk along the Loch Hourn to Kinloch Hourn. It's only 7 miles. Tell us about your rucksack.
Oh, I'm just saying, I picked it up a second ago to put it on. It's ridiculously light, and I thought, have I forgotten something? But it's got half the amount of food we started with, and 2 empty gas canisters in, so
less than half.
Less than half, yeah.
It's a good thing about eating. It powers you up, but your bag gets lighter.
Yeah, it's cool. But it will get heavier again soon.
That's it then. So Loch Hourn, here we come to Kinloch Hourn.
Kinloch Hourn.
7 miles. People say it should take between 3 and 4 hours. I think it'll take us 5. We'll see. Right, here we go. This is Barisdale Bay. It's a steep climb out of Barisdale Bay. After about 4 hours, 4.5 hours, because we stopped to filter water, come to this fine building, which is a B&B and tea room. So after a short 4.5 hour hike today, we've ended up at Kinloch Hourn, and we're wild camping here. And we've met Dave, who's got a wonderful fire going. Hey Dave.
Hello, nice to meet you.
His lovely dog there, who's just swarming to us now.
Bez, is it?
Bez, yeah.
Bez, and Dave has given us our first drink in days. So apart from being a really nice bloke, oh yeah, and we got a little barbecue skewer there, which is super tasty. And now we're going to cook our staple, our Huel. Hey Bez,
You are a grumpy.
You're right, Bez. So we're gonna have a drink with Dave,
You're not seeing the best of it.
sit around the fire, and everything is peachy.
Sorry. Just getting your wee.
Famous, you know,
Just getting your wee whiskey.
Oh, was it old what?
Old Pulteney.
Oh, Pulteney.
Very fine. Nice maritime one.
Beautiful.
I'm just
Thank
gonna find
you.
a glass. You have to leave, of course. And likewise, whatever.
Oh, Jinx. You're right, Dave.
I'm fine, thank you.
You're right, Lisa.
I'm not a YouTuber or anything.
You
I don't
are.
understand all this. You need to work out a comedy.
Finding the chair, Dave.
It's wonderful, yes. Yeah.
Are you liking that one,
Oh
Lisa?
my, this is great.
Oh, thank God we got rock steady mode on because I'm not.
So today we woke up at Barisdale, Bothy, and we're heading to Kinloch Hourn, and we went for a walk, started the hike all around Barisdale Bay. We had a little trek to the end just to have a look, which was really lovely, but it is easy to miss this path going up. And then this is a really steep climb, and it just goes up and down and up and down and up and down. But it's beautiful looking over this loch, this little island. And then you come to the end, to Kinloch Hourn, where you just go past this, what is meant to be a little cafe. It's open 10 till 4, B&B. Make sure you book in advance or you won't get in. And then you go just past that, over the bridge, and turn back on yourself, and that's where the campsite is. Lovely little campsite, really nice.
Day Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday. Day 7 on the Cape Wrath Trail, and we're just leaving Kinloch Hourn, our campsite back there. It's 8 o'clock in the morning. This is our earliest start ever. We want to get to Shiel Bridge and Morvich in time for the pub, so we can get a big slap up meal if possible. And maybe a beer. Get into a campsite, have a shower. Oh God, there's a lot to do. Got to get there first. So this is what we see when we turn the corner. That is one hell of a steep climb out of Kinloch Hourn in the morning, and we haven't finished yet. So down there on the right, that building is where the B&B is, and just over there at the end of that path you can see where we camped last night. This is by far and away the steepest path climb so far. Really steep. Oh, we fell backwards. Okay, it's taken us about an hour to reach the top where that pylon is. And now that's where we've got to go down. Sun's coming out. That's looking down onto Loch Hourn, or Loch Hourn. Come across the deerstalker hut, which is on the map, and so we're going to go and have a look. If it's good, big enough, well, it's on the map. There's not many landmarks around, so it's quite incredible that such a small little hut is on the map. If there's no one in, or they're locked in. Whoa, okay. Rickety old hut. Whoa, whoa, you can just about stand on it without the boards breaking. Let's see what you can see out this window, this door. Ah, lovely. Just back from the deerstalker's hut. There is some flat ground here. It would be nice for camping. Is it boggy? It's wet because it's been raining, but it's okay, you can camp here. Right, this is where we're gonna eat, yeah? Have our breakfast. Cool. It took us an hour from Kinloch Hourn at the bottom to do the massive climb. It took another hour from the top, the main pylon, to the deerstalker's hut. And now we're having lunch, breakfast and coffee. There's a breeze, there's no midges. It doesn't get any better than this.
Oh, it's lovely. So warm.
The water's warm.
Filming my malfunction.
Well, she may have kept her boots dry crossing the river, but she didn't tighten up her water bladder and everything's soaking. Deerstalker hut, across the river, up the path, and you can see the path carved out in the hill on the left there.
There's Neil being a gentleman, carrying my sleeping bag that I got wet through.
Well, this is quite remote now. Well, there is no official path, but often you can see somewhere people have walked, but right now it's run out. Single person tent, maybe a two-man could get in here between these two waterfalls either side of Lisa. Oh my days, never in my puff. We've made it to the top, and all I can see there is mountain or hill or Munro after hill or mountain, as far as the eye can see. And then when you get here, there's more, but hopefully sort of going down. There's a couple of ponds here, and it looks like someone's had a little camp here, which would be a great place to camp. And if we come round here, there's another little pond, but this is just amazing. Wow, what a climb to get here. fast. That's our first sight of Loch Duich, which is where Shiel Bridge is. This path down into Morvich is a bit craggy, and sometimes you're on the edge for my liking, and if you did topple over to the left you'd be a gunner for sure. These are the bits I don't like when you're right on the edge, but like I say, I do like them, but I don't like them. Oh, this is a really long last final path into Shiel Bridge, coming down from the mountain. It is lovely, but I do kind of want to be at the pub right now. I want haggis, I want neeps, I want tatties, I want sticky toffee pudding. Guido on the left, Kareem on the right. Just giving us a beer. This is Lisa. We've pitched in, we've got a beer. Wow.
Brilliant. Thank you.
Courtesy of our Dutch friends.
Cheers.
There we go. Cheers.
Cheers.
Boof. We've walked hard for this today. And what's this place called?
Kinloch Lodge.
Kinloch Lodge. See if we get a warm welcome. Well, it was a no-go in the pub, so we've come to Kinloch Crafts to get some takeaway food, some sausage rolls or something. Oh, it's amazing. Cool little shop. It's the end of day 7. We're in Shiel Bridge in our tent. This is the worst the midges have been. We let 1 or 2 in, so I'm sitting here with my head net on until we kill them all. We've got the light on. They'll be attracted to the light and then we can slap them dead. Tomorrow's going to be a heat wave, 40 degrees in England. They reckon about 27 degrees up here, so we're hoping to leave early. We didn't get any food at the pub. Then we went to Kinloch Crafts, and there was an old bloke sat there. They had nothing in really.
Didn't have our porridge in that we wanted, did they?
No, so we had to buy a big bag of porridge.
Or sausage rolls.
No sausage rolls, no pasties.
Mm.
It's been a bit of a food disaster.
Mm.
But we've got enough food to last us till Kinloch Hourn, where we've got a postage stamp food parcel. Fingers crossed. Right, night night.
Night. So today we left Kinloch Hourn campsite and did this extremely, very ridiculously steep 4x4 track all the way up here, up to about there, where it started to even out to the deerstalker hut, where we stopped and had some breakfast because we got up really early. And this is the only river crossing where I've taken my shoes off it, I think. No, it's the second river crossing where we've taken my shoes off. And then this path here, it sort of disappears, so you kind of make your own track up here to the head of the Lochen. And you'll know when you get there, because although you can barely see those 3 little dots on the map, they are massive and they are beautiful. And you sat right at the top there, looking out over a mountains in front of you, mountains behind you. It's really lovely. And then coming down, it's a bit rocky at the beginning, and then it's quite a nice path, decent path all the way down, and so we followed the river all the way. It's really, really, really long path into Glen Shiel, where we camped there for the night.